From the Poor Man's Morning and Evening Portion by Robert Hawker, October the 3rd evening. For a testament is of force after men are dead, otherwise it is of no strength at all whilst the testator liveth. Hebrews 9:17. Precious Lord Jesus, and was it needful that thou shouldest die, that the rich legacies of thy will might be paid thy children, and thy spouse, the church? Was the testament in thy blood of no force until thou hadst finished redemption by expiring on the cross, and hast thou now confirmed the whole? By this gracious act of thine, when dying the just for the unjust, to bring us to God, sit down, my soul, this evening, and ponder over the unequalled love of thy dear Redeemer. Jesus died, and thereby gave validity and efficacy to his will. Now therefore it is of force. Now the large estate of an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and which fadeth not away, which Jesus hath purchased by his blood, is eternally and everlasting secured. Yea, the will hath since his death been proved in the court of heaven, and Jesus is gone thither to see every legacy paid. Yea, Jesus becomes the executor and administrator of the whole, and ever liveth for this express purpose, so that it is impossible for any of his poor relations and their claims through him ever to be forgotten or overlooked. Pause over this view of this most interesting subject. Shall the great ones of the earth, the rich and the mighty, be so anxious over their legacies from one another as never to lose an estate for want of enquiry, when their rich relations die? And wilt not thou, my soul, now thy rich relation is dead and liveth again, and hath left thee the most blessed of all inheritances, wilt not thou seek after it, and be anxious for the full possession of it? Dost thou know thyself to be indeed a part of Christ's body, the church, the Lamb's wife, and by adoption and grace a child of God, and a joint heir with Christ? And wilt thou not see that thy legacy be fully paid? Surely thou hast already taken out a probate of thy Lord's will from the chancery of heaven, the book of life, and therefore mayest well look for all the testamentary effects. Precious Lord Jesus, I hear thee speak, and well do I remember the words, Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Oh, the unspeakable mercy of being thus related to the Lord Jesus Christ, by which, my soul, thou hast every legacy needful for thy present peace paid in part, and the whole reversionary interest of that immense state in heaven shall be fully paid when thou comest of age, and thou shalt enter upon the possession of it in the presence of thy Lord, and sit down with him in the everlasting enjoyment of it forever.